What is going on, everybody? Today is March 28th, 2022. It is Monday. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon. I apologize for coming online for about a few minutes late. I actually thought I was live. Funny story, I was speaking to myself, and then I realized that I did never press the go live button. Sorry about that, guys. Welcome, everybody. My name is Izzy the Grizzly here at the Sandstorm stream. It is currently 9 a.m. PST, 12 p.m. EST, 4 p.m. UTC, and 7 p.m. GMT plus 3. Welcome, guys. How's everybody doing today? We got our throw monkeys set up. Lord Comwolf coming in first. Hey, Hyena 747 coming in second. Little Nori, how's it going, man? Cool Hearts. You guys throwing stuff at me? That's okay. That's okay. Little technical difficulties. Ow. Ow. I was like, why is nobody writing in chat? I was like, oh. I didn't press the go live button. But it's all good. It's all good. So, guys, we're going to be playing a game today. But before we get started, a few announcements. First announcement is that the Builders Contest is coming right up. You guys want to make sure you are posting it. There's 1,500 sand for first place, 5,000 sand in total. You guys want to make sure you enter. People have already been entering, and we have some amazing gift creations coming up. If you look at Builders Contest 5, we got some crazy stuff being made right now. And big round of applause to those folks. Some good crazy submissions starting to come through the Builds Challenge. Yeah, definitely. I'm really excited for the winners. I'm also excited that these are going to make into the collection to be sold on the Sandbox marketplace. All right, we got squids, we got crabs, we got dragon monster things. This one's a pretty cool one. It's like a mechatronic morphing one. Not a morphing one, but it's like splits open in half, which I thought was interesting. It's a big skull, where it's like, boom. Is the music too loud, guys? Let me know if the music is too loud. We can turn that down a little bit. The music is loud. We don't want the music to be too loud. Now it's good? Perfect. Yeah, sorry about that. Like I said, the settings with Sandstorm is different with the other settings. I still yet to be able to put that on a preset. Let's see. We have the Octo here. Yeah, the streaming mechanisms are different. The audio from this stream is coming from a different source, and so on and so forth. Oh, this one's an interesting one. This is a Megalodoctopus. It's a very nice one. No, it's got 8 limbs, right? What more can you ask for? Oh, this is a crazy one too. It's like one of those creatures that, like, you think the mouth is on top, but it's actually on the bottom. So they think like that part is like a cave almost. That's a nice creature. Like, it's pretending to be an octopus. And then we have Maximax, cute little squishy. Very nice. We got a few more entries coming in that are not posted in here yet, but nice stuff, guys. Nice stuff. Give you guys a round of applause for all that. All right. So, in terms of what else we have tomorrow, before we get started, Builders Week of this week, Builders of the Week. Oh, we got Bria on Builder of the Week. Congratulations, Bria. This is new, guys. This is a brand new thing that we're doing. We are highlighting different builders every week, I think. This is being selected, I think, randomly. I'm not too sure, depending on the amount of work they put into the community. I think it's like the more you're involved, you know, within the marketplace and within the community, you're being selected as the featured builder of the week. This amazing builder is currently the most followed on the beta platform, and mind-blowing 40 followers. It's a very scientific algorithm that we use. Alright, so yeah, if you want to check that out, the blog is in here. I got some of his information. I would come here. I came to Sandstorm through a stream from Game Dizzy. Let's go. Who rated SandstormMeetup on Twitch. Shout out to Game Dizzy. You're doing a great job. Keep it up, baby. Thank you so much, Bria. I appreciate it, man. SandstormMeetup is amazing. I find the support and the work they do very professional. For me, they are and will always be part of my life. Sandstorm has already done a lot for me. One of the greatest things was the first Sandstorm collection that I had the privilege of being part of. That is true, guys. And you can see that in here. You can see, well, they have the wrong link. You have the wrong link. Fix the link. Oscom. Oscom. Someone find Oscom. And the images aren't popping up. Alright, we'll get those addressed, guys. Meanwhile, let's get to playing some games. But go ahead and check out these articles. That we will be doing every week. And meanwhile, let's play some games from the alpha. We only got a few days left of the alpha. We only have a few days left of the builders contest. Great work from Bria, for sure. Bria is one of my favorite builders, I would say, in the space. And it's not just about talent, guys. With great talent comes great responsibility. No, I'm serious. Like, being just talented isn't alone enough, right? In anything that you do in terms of work and job, or your life, it's about being a good person overall, right? You want to make sure whatever you're doing, you know, that your character kind of goes along with it, right? But, you know, Bria is just an amazing person, and I really think he deserved this spot in terms of being featured builder. The first one, that's also an honor too, I think, being the first one. Alright, we're going to travel to Game Jam number 7 on the alpha map. I haven't played this one specifically. Let's go ahead and play this game together. I'm in Sandstorm because of Dizzy. Let's go, DJ EJ. You can be a good vlogs maker, but doesn't mean you're going to be a win the community over. Exactly. Exactly, Lenori. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, we don't only look at, like, as a community, right? Not just myself. We don't only look at how good your builds are, right? We're looking at what you're doing for the community as well. Alrighty. Seems like the game's not loading. That's not good. Oh, now it's loading. Hey, Sandbox, when widescreen, man. Alrighty, let's get the game started. Let's see, what do we do? Run your game as administrator. Doesn't work. What if you tried it? I haven't tried that. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work. I have to use some special software to repeat it. Alright, we gotta activate. Am I supposed to be killing something? How come there's no quests? One day you will win, bro. Yeah, guys, keep like keep attending the builders contest, and you know, each contest is pretty much designed to test like your different skill sets, right? Your different capabilities in terms of video editing, in terms of rendering, and you know, make sure that. What is this? Is this game broken? Okay. I'm stuck. I don't really know what to do right now. Hello, Sandbox. Alright, we're having an issue with the game right now. I'm just gonna quit it and restart it. Meanwhile, you guys can admire Bria's amazing legend god. Let's do another thing. Let's run it as administrator again. Alrighty, let's see if we can run this again. Come on, Sandbox, you're letting me down. Can I share my referral link from Sandbox here? I don't know, you would have to ask our mods. We can't. Alpha's not working right now. Let's try something else. Hold on 1 second, guys. Alpha's not working right now. Is anybody else having this issue? Alrighty. Let's see. Is anybody else having this issue with Sandbox right now? Or is it just me? Try the game maker. So guys, yeah, meanwhile, make sure you're creating your assets, you know, submitting them on the Sandstorm. Yeah, Dizzy, it's working, DJ, or it's not working? I don't have an alpha pass yet. Yeah, you'll see our creators stuff on here. So make sure you are submitting. You'll see my beautiful face on the screen. Alpha and client is not working. Okay. All right, that's confirmed. The day that we're going to do the stream, things don't work. It just probably means that we need to think on our feet, figure out what we need to do. Impromptu builder day. Impromptu builder day. Let's see. Okay. We'll do Vox edit. We'll do some Vox edit today. Sorry about that. Oh, yeah, what I can show you guys is I'll show you something different actually. I'll show you guys some tips and tricks. Alright, so if you guys do a build or any type of build and you want to maybe use other tools in together with let's say with the Vox editor, one of the biggest tools that you can use is or one of the greatest tools that you can use with alongside Vox editor is Magica Voxel, guys. If you go to Magica Voxel, this is one of my favorite Vox edit softwares. Did Will Smith hit the surface? I still can't believe that. Bro, that's fake. That's fake news. There's no way that's real. You want to go here, download the latest. Will Smith is not the character. And guys, in America, you just can't go ahead and hit anybody you want. All right, it just doesn't work that way. It just doesn't work that way. I'm sorry. If you that wasn't acting. I felt the slap. They're good actors, man. They're good actors. All right, guys. You download Magica Voxel. All right. No charges pressed, so you can do that. No, but they asked Chris Rock if he wanted to press charges and he declined. I thought he was acting until he started cursing. Huh? I don't know, man. I don't know. Leave it to Hollywood to, you know, get the ratings back up when they need to. All right, guys. So, there's a quick little button here that says, you know, this is my creation for the aquatic creature. It's a water bear, right? It's not done, obviously, but if I wanted to add some color and make some changes in Vox Edit, all I have to do is come here in File, press Sync with Editor, and then go to Sync to Magica Voxel. What that will do, it will quickly throw it into Magica Voxel, and then you'll see it come up right here, and it'll actually have all the groupings and everything properly. But you'll notice something different, right? Here in Vox Editor, there's angles into the objects, right? So the objects are the same. There's angles there. The shape is coming out. He wins the Oscar. Seems legit. Dizzy, I was deep down YouTube rabbit hole last night, so I had to have him come out with some water bears randomly. It was definitely a sign. Oh man. I thought it was acting because he started curious to give us something to talk about. Yeah, I agree. So, right, you guys have the angle here. We export it into Magica Voxel from the simple button of clicking File, Sync to Magica Voxel. And then you'll see in Magica Voxel, they all came out fine. However, the bottom legs are straight that's because Magica Voxel doesn't have axes of rotation. Right, it's always 90 degrees. You can still flip them, right? You can flip them, but not the same way. You know, you can do it in Vox Editor, right? So, like, you can still flip them, but you can't do it the same way. You can't have a certain degree, like 45-degree angle. So, now, how is this useful? It's useful in many ways. You can actually do your coloring in a single palette here, and you could sync back, or you can do your shapes in here. Right here was the test that we were doing earlier. right? So if I wanted to, for example, draw something in here, right? So let's say I'm gonna go ahead and add this little piece in here, right? Just so you guys see it. I'm gonna press save, right? We're gonna save the file. And then I'm gonna click out, all right? And then we're gonna go to back our Vox editor. And then we're gonna say file sync from Magica Vox, okay? And you'll see that that piece actually came through, right? Those changes came through. So this is kind of a cool way you can kind of use both, right? So if I wanted to use Magica Voxel for creation and, you know, and such, you'll see that if you go to the outline pattern from here, from the top second tab, you'll see that it follows the same architecture as in VoxEdit, right? You'll see it's following that on the side here. And you can also use colors, right? We tried this earlier, it didn't work. Let's give it another try. I want to see if the colors actually come through directly. I don't think so. We're gonna try something. Alright, we're just gonna paint this area real quick. Alright. What about making circles? You could do that as well. I'll give you a second on how to do that on Magica Voxel. Let me just try this real quick. So I painted this area, right? And I think it'll transfer over, but it won't transfer over the color, which would be awesome if it did. Right, sync from Magica Voxel. See, it didn't transfer over the color, but I think it's because the color's there, but it's not showing on Vox Editor. So if we took and manually added the color, whoa, come on, Vox Editor. All right, guys, Vox Editor just crashed on us. You're not all best for the raffle, definitely. Definitely. We're gonna do sync from Magica one more time. This is communicating with Magica, and then it's bringing it back. I'm just gonna add the color. Oh. I wonder if it's related because it doesn't have the color in the box. So what I was gonna say is you can actually save the palette, right? Let's save the palette into a folder by clicking on the second button on the left. I'm gonna say palette. Let's say palette 5. Okay, we just added the red in there, saved it palette 5. We're gonna open Vox Editor again. Sandbox doesn't want to play nice today, that's for sure. That is for sure. And I think I know why, though. Alright. So you can go into Vox Editor, right? So you can select Vox Edit, say, let's say the neck piece. You see I already loaded the palette. What you need to do is just click on this line button here on the right, say load palette, and then you select the palette and then you say load. You'll see that red one now shows up, which means if I save and come out, right, now that specific asset knows that color, which means if you just load the palette to all your VXMs and you do a sync from, that should ideally bring that color in there, and yet doesn't want to do it. Very interesting. Try it one more time. Oh, that's not working. What if I change the shape of it? See if that brings the color. I don't know if the sink is actually there or if it's broken. I'm just gonna make some squiggly lines here. Save it. Testing the limits of Magic of Voxel right now. Alright, we're gonna say sync from editor. Sync from Magic of Voxel. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Okay, so interesting. I wonder if it grabs the color only when there's a new attachment built to it. Let's experiment that real quick. It's alright, there was no experiences today. Sandbox got attacked? I don't think so. And it's possible, but they have they're like on Cloudflare and stuff, so I think they're pretty safe in general. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and go into this again. We're gonna attach it. We're gonna attach a blue color. And we're gonna attach a blue color. And we're not gonna load the palette this time. Now I'm just testing if the colors actually come through when I attach, which would be a nice breakthrough, honestly. Let's do files, sync from Magicka. Yeah, let's go, everybody. All right. Yeah, I mean, it's really different, right? For some people it'll work fine. It depends on your computer and everything, but it looks fine. It looks like it syncs good once the colors come in. So let's just try painting now, just painting alone, right? So if we click into it, let's do painting alone, just painting, right? We're just painting it. So if we were to do, let's say, a box painting here, right? And it's so much easier to paint in this tool than it is in, you know, in Box Editor, honestly. And then we'll do sync from Magicka one more time and see if the paint comes through. And it did. And I think the reason being is because the blue was already attached, right, to that palette. Now, let's try one more thing. Let's add a color. Let's add a color that it was not added. Let's see if it works, because this didn't work last time. We're just gonna paint it. We're just gonna paint it this time. Okay, we're just gonna paint it. This color does not exist in Box Editor right now. We're gonna save. All right, and we're gonna go to Box Editor, and then we're gonna try it one more time and just say sync from Magicka, and I don't think it's gonna work. Oh, it worked. It worked. Okay, so I don't know why it didn't work initially. It might be a bug. But yeah, so this is a great way of, you know, painting and whatnot outside of Box Editor. And notice that your shapes, they also didn't break, right? Your rotation angles don't break. It just goes and grabs those files, and it's all good to go. And going back into circles, another thing you can do is when you're in Box Editor and versus, you know, Magic of Voxel has a few more tools like shaders. What you can do is, for example, you can add an asset. Okay, say this one. I wonder if this will break what I've been putting. You might want to put it under something. I think it's there, it's fine. You can go to shaders, and then you have a brush shaders tool here on the left, which is this one right here on top. And then you can actually paint whatever brush you select, right? So for example, if you choose a pyramid and attach, you can actually make a pyramid. with a specific color. Come on, Magic of Voxel. You're killing me. All my software's killing me today, fam. Let's try the Mandela bulb real quick. Mandela bulb. Why aren't you going in? Alright, let's try that one more time. I see why it took me a very long time to load Sandbox page. Why? Why is that? You see that I can load the Mandela bulb shader into this, right? And there's also circle shaders too, right? And you can actually create anything you want in here. Let's see if I have the circle one with me. We have a sphere. Let's do the sphere one. There you go. Someone asked for a circle. There you go. We do a sphere in here. And then we have that piece there, right? I'm going to save. I'm going to go to our Vox editor. I've never actually added a new object in sync. Say sync from Magica. And it loaded into the right side. You guys see it did not go into a specific node, but it did load into the Magica, into the Vox editor from Magica. I think they're doing updates. I checked my inventory and it's not really loading properly. They're doing updates, guys. I think they're probably doing updates. So yeah, so that's a quick way of doing stuff on Magica Voxel and pushing it into Vox Editor. I think it's a really nice tool in terms of, like, you know, pulling in, pushing assets and making coloring things in here. I am having some issues with it right now. I'm going to try it one more time. Do sync to Magica Voxel from Vox Editor just to reopen the program. We got it reopen. I really wanted to play that game today. Alright, you see that it loaded back up in here. You can double click on it. And you can, you know, you can do whatever you want. You can copy paste it. Right? And that'll create a new, say, head v2. Go ahead and delete that. So with the shader tool, I'll show you one more time. This is the brush tool. You select the shader tool, you select attached, and then you go to the shades by clicking the shader list, and you can choose, you know, stairs, right? Whatever. Let's choose blue. Right, you can make stairs. You can make spheres, torus. Multiple toruses. Make a plain ground. If you want to do a flat circle, you can do that too. You can do a rounded box if you wanted to. You can also set the radius from here, which is an interesting. Right? You can set, instead of doing it manually, you can literally set radiuses. Right? So say like radius of 50, you get like a football, right? Or like a radius of 25, you get like a pill shape, which you don't have to really do yourself. Right? And you can extend it and make it shorter, make like an iPod. Right? You can, like, let's make it like a little iPod and sync that. Alright, so you can, like, literally just paint it. Paint it white, right? And if you wanted to add like some grays. Alright, let's make a line. There's also Z and Y functions in this program as well, by clicking here on the left. whenever I'm painting, you see that. Another quick thing to know, you can double click on it and get into the object, and then click this button here to crop it. Or you can do it from here to kind of snap it to its size, which can be useful to get the center of the object. Alright, so if I'm doing like a piece around this, I can also do Y and X axis, right? So if I'm painting it, Magic of Voxel is free. Magic of Voxel is free, guys. Make a smiley face for you guys. Alright. Looks like a custom-made iPod. I'm rushing it. I'm rushing it. Speed building, baby. Alright, so if we wanted to sync this back to the Vox editor, we just say sync from Magic of Voxel. And we should get the new asset in here. You'll see. But you'll notice that it's not deployed onto any of the networks, right? So you gotta create this hierarchy yourself. But once you have an object, right? So let's say AirPod or whatever, AirPod case, right? Once you attach this, it's not an issue, and it will continue to update as it should, right? So if I say, you know, sync it back to Magica, you can, and then you can go back to Magica. And it might open up a new file. Change this music a little. And too much trippy. Is there an easy way to texture wrap around an object? That's a good question, Zumzy. Texture wrap around an object. I don't know of any. I don't know any specific way. The dubstep background is so bad. Yeah, I changed it. I realized that. So yeah, if you, I'm ruining my creature, my wonderful creature, by the way. So if you know, you come back in here, right? You add some more colors and whatever. You know, you do texturing. You can do that. There is texturing you can do with like shaders. Maybe you might want to do like your own shader. Like what? Maybe I'll show you. If you have a brush, right, and you do, let's say, bricks. I think you can do bricks, right? I think you could do bricks, right? So like this, you can select bricks, and it should. Oh wait, it won't. You gotta paint it. Right? Okay. Yeah, you can do it with some things, right? So now this is like making it bricked. What you might want to do is combine it later on. So this is kind of like wrapping, to answer your question, Zumzy, but it's very limited to what you can do, right? This is kind of a way I'm wrapping it, but you can choose different colors for it, right? So if I change these colors, right, it'll give me whatever I'm trying to make it, right? I gotta select it from the right. So you want to make sure you have your shader in and your thing, and I can also change the type of shader I want, right? If I want to make a shader like this, then I can do that, right? I would say this is a good method, right? So this is an object, we made the object, and if you want to make it like partial, right, you can do that. You can do tiles. Looks good, but I was thinking of an image I want to wrap around my object. Yeah, you can pull objects in here, but you would need to figure out how to turn your image into a brush in Magica Voxel, and then that'll work. Alright, so right now we have geometric shapes and stuff that you can use, right? We have like zigzags and whatnot, right? This is a cool, interesting way you can like wrap around all your objects, right? So for example, if I wanted to just move this aside for a little and just say, hey, I wanna make the arms some pattern, right? I can select it, right? And I can just basically wrap this, right? I can do grids, I can do tiles, I can do tile puzzles, uneven, I can do tree maps, weaves, zigzags, right? You can do bricks, you can do gradient, or radial gradient, but it really depends on how much of it you're selecting, right? This is an interesting one. You can make like a wood log out of that, right? It's an interesting way. And it's super flexible through Magica. Alright, so if I want to do these colors, I can do that, right? So now I've kind of wrapped that in here for the flag, right? So I have this like texture. I spent like a minute on it. I can save it, go back into my box editor and say, hey, you'll bring me back that from Magic Voxel, and I should get the zigzag patterns, and I did. Hope you guys like that quick tip on that. I can show it again if you guys are interested. Let's see. So yeah, so that's a quick, cool tip. I definitely like to use Magica Voxel hand in hand with Box Editor. But yeah, let's see what else we can do with Magica. I definitely want all builders to eventually, like, you know, do some stuff with Magica, because it really helps. Like here, for example, right, we're doing like circular noise. You can do like, man, the possibilities are like just like limitless on this. You can paint this, right, or you can do attach, right? You can like attach that build, right? You can like have it extrude out, you know. So if this wasn't there, right, so we can have like, see that? Look at that. That's like a honeycomb build. Alright. You can do like either, you know, different things with it. Spikes. Then throw it into Vox Editor and it's perfection. Exactly. You do terrain. Right, how sick would it be if you had like, you can build just terrain in here, right? Just make your own terrain in here, or you could use it as textures. It will turn into a lot of faces, right? Because this software does not have a face limit, but it will turn into a lot of faces. So you want to be careful with this. I'm pretty sure this is going to turn this into a lot of faces. Let's see. Yeah, so you have different shaders, different covers. Let's see, you can paint, again, like I said, with brushes. Look at that, I can make a grid, multiple grids. You know, you can read, like, that looks like a freaking Gucci bag if you ask me. But yeah, you can come back here and just be like, yo, sync it back to me. For some reason that piece is missing from me here. I don't know why. Don't know why. Learning Magic of Voxel is on my list, taking step at a time. But man, it looks like I'm going to move its priority up. Oh yeah. Adding Magic of Voxel to your tool set will definitely improve your overall... Like, think about doing even this, like, simple zigzag thing, right? This was done in seconds. Alright, this was done in seconds. Imagine doing that manually. Right? If you're, like, for example, making buildings or whatever, it's very useful. Or, like, making grass, right? Or, like, I know I showed this before in previous things. Alright, so if you're making, like, grass and whatnot, right? It's super simple here. Alright, so if you come in here, why is the builder being much harder? Okay, do attach, you do shader, and then you can come to like the shader and say, hey, I want to do sand, I want to do dirt, I want to do stairs. Where's grass? Where's grass? Why can't I find grass? Oh, there it is. Okay, so you can come here and be like, this is grass, right? Let's change these to 256 and select, let's say, a variety of grass colors. And to do that, you can select one side to be dark green, right? And you can select the other side to be light green. And you select this color, hold Control Alt, and then drag it to the second color. That'll give you a gradient of those two colors, in which you can then hold Shift and just select, drag and select, and then you select your voxel shader with C, and then you have attach, and then you make sure you go to the shaders, select grass, and then now, see that? You guys see that? That's grass. From California. Fresh grass. You can do very little too. You can do like, just a little bit. Same thing with tiles, and you guys have your options here, obviously. I like bricks. I think bricks is a great step of doing stuff. You can change direction. You can change the heights of them. You get the spacing, the depth, the cutout style. Right, look at that. How to export GLTF format. From here, you can't export it, but you can from Vox Editor. So what you can do is you can take this, right, save it, come here. You can go to export and do export as GLTF. But if you want to just sync from Magic of Voxel, that'll bring that file into Magic of Voxel if it doesn't crash it. Of course, our face count is going to just go skyrocket. Let's replace this with that. You'll see the pieces, right? So, like, look at that. Just mathematically awesome. And then you can literally just take this and just say File, Export, GLTF. How do I make an item to move by itself? What do you mean by that? Geno Metaversa, what do you mean by move by itself? Do you mean like if you don't parent it? Hey, Sharp! Everybody give a round of applause to Sharp, one of our streamers here on the SandsTORM. We miss you, Sharp. He's asking about animation maybe. I mean, it's really hard to understand if I don't know what he's asking about. But, you can move with the keyframe here, right? So if you move the keyframe and you say, hey, I want this to be here, when the animation is done, then it'll just keep looping that. And if you want to make it slower, just expand it. All right, and you can go expand this even more, zoom out, make it super slow. Let's say I want it to go from point A to point C in 7 seconds. Like that, right? But if you're having an issue where, for example, you want an asset to move, it's connected, you have your parent-child, and you're trying to move this, right? It's going together. You got to select the individual limb or node to be able to move it. If you're having that kind of an issue, all right? As you can see, and it's going to continue the animation because this one we have it looping until the end of that. So you can actually see that this one's here. You can extend the animation so it goes a lot slower so it follows that, or you can reduce this one. And you always want to make sure with the animations that you start, you loop it back to where it was at the end, right? So for example, if I did this as an animation, right? That looks funky, you know, I don't care. But you'll see, like, this is how it will show up in the game. You'll see have that cutting, right? And if you don't want that, what you'll do is for these keyframes, right? You'll come to the original frame here on the left, say copy, and then right click on this and say paste, right? So let's do that for that one specifically. This is what the arm for the section. You'll see that it'll go up, right? And then it'll come back down, and then it'll go up, and then it'll come back down. So same thing for the other ones. You select the first frame where it starts, right? You want to copy paste it, go to the 4-second period, paste it, and you always want all your animations to be on the same keyframe where it ends. Otherwise, you're going to have funkiness in the game maker. It's currently a bug, but they fix it. Maybe they don't need to, unless, you know, if you're having an issue, just follow the guidelines. So now the animation is going, right, and it's coming back down, right? It's going. Light Tracer is an awesome rendering tool. Obviously, it is paid, but it does have a 14-day trial. If you want to try that, you can make some pretty dope creations on it. But you don't always need that, depending on the asset that you're trying to render. But it's definitely an awesome tool. I wish there was an automated feature copying first key to last. I mean, it's pretty simple. You can do, I think there's a button you can use to kind of do that, right? So if I want to just extend all these other ones, and I don't want to do it one by one, and let's say I have a lot of nodes, you can go to the selection, right? And then just click this button here, and then you'll have the exact frame to the last frame. Jesus. So maybe it's a good idea if you know already that you're gonna make a 5-second animation, that you can just come to 5 seconds, click this, then you'll always have the first one, and you know, you'll just do the in-between. I'm gonna have to rewatch the stream. Alrighty. Sound good, guys? Oh, this is looking funkier. But I hope that makes sense. Any questions? Oh, I'm out of breath. Would you highlight this part of the stream? I would. I'll definitely make a video on this again. It's dinner time. I missed so much already. You guys have any questions? Oh, here's our little the piece that we didn't see earlier. It's connected to this. There we go. There's our piece. Remember I said it was missing. It was inside. It was hiding. Look at that, man. You can't do that in Box Editor, okay? No one can do that manually in Box Editor and make it look good. I'm not saying this looks good. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying. listening. Alright, Sam fam. It is almost the top of the hour. We couldn't play any alpha games today. But yeah, so wrapping things up for a minute here. Magic of Voxel, great tool. Go download it. That's highlight number 1. You'll see it from here. Highlight number 2. We have our Sandstorm contest ending the 31st. The 31st of, this is final submission form will be March 31st, 11:59. Okay, 11 or 23. So I'm gonna have to sync on these times. 23:59, guys, not the 4th. That's gonna confuse you. Don't think about it. The 4th. It's the end of the 31st. Okay. So you guys have today, you have tomorrow, you have Wednesday, and you have Thursday. All right, and then we will probably do the voting on Monday next week. And we've already gotten so many good submissions. And to be able to look at those, you just have to go to Builder Contest number 5 to see what your competition is building. And people who've submitted, if you want to make something better, or if you want to improve your design, let me know. We can delete your submission, or you can resubmit it, and we'll count the latest one. Only 1 submission per person. Please do a video from the beginning. Try making it myself. So these videos are recorded. You can definitely go back and watch it at any time. In addition to all that, we have our Builders Week, Bria, 16, 18. Make sure you check his workout. He is our featured builder of this week. Such kind words. Thank you so much, Bria. I look forward to working with you even closer in the future. Let's see. Oh, we got the pictures up. Let's go, Oscar. You were the best. Question, can you start selling our creations on Sandstorm Marketplace? Yes, you can. So we currently do have people selling their creations on the Sandstorm Marketplace. So you have to go to nft.sandstorm.co. And you can mint and sell these assets. For example, I know Oymans is selling he's selling one of these. He's selling one in ETH and one in Matic, which means you can buy it, but you would need to modify it so you can mint it on the Sandbox, because he already has this asset published there. But he's sharing the voxels and saying, hey, you can change the color, make some modifications and make it your own, and you can submit it into the Sandbox and sell it. You should buy it, man. He's only Slaterade. He's only selling it for how much right now? He's selling it for, I can't see the price. Why can't I see the price? He's only selling it for 235 ETH. Let's try Matic. I don't see Matic. Why am I hearing myself? Oh, because I'm on here. Okay. Ooh, Ice Phoenix. Yo, people are putting some crazy stuff. What is this? Gun Gods. These are new. I am lost at the conversion into TEB. Okay, so there is no conversion, guys. Okay, this is kind of like, there is no current conversion. You download it, it gives you a voxel file. That voxel file becomes yours, which then you have to open through Vox Editor and upload it into the marketplace when you can. There is no direct connection into the Sandbox at the moment. That is something we are working on. It could be a possibility in the future when Sandbox goes into Polygon. It is not a possibility right now. So anything you mint on here could be possibly integrated into the sandbox. But for now, so for example, if Slater wanted to buy that asset from Oyman, right, the SS-22 destroyer, he would have to pay $171 for 100 Matic. And what this would do is sell the file, the voxel file, and Slater would need to change the colors a little bit, and then now he can post it onto Sandstorm, right? Because it gives you the rights to own that file. And he says it, you will get the original zip, all assets. Right? You can mint two. There's two mints. There's one on the Matic chain and one on the ETH chain. I don't know. I even thought about buying this. I feel like because when you publish this in the Sandstorm into a sandbox, you can only one person can do the exact same one, right? You would need to change a few pixels around to be accepted. So it's originally you're selling like source code, so to speak, right? But we will be limiting selling soon. So if you have things that you want to put up there, you should definitely put them up there, because we will be making some changes into the marketplace on how we're going to move forward. All right, guys. If you have any questions, please put them on our Discord. I am always available to be reached via Twitter or Twitch or Discord. And I will try to help you guys as much as I can. I appreciate you guys joining me today and taking your time, your precious time, listening to me. Look at this teddy. And we will continue improving our platform with different features with you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Give a round of applause to the viewers. Let's go, viewers. Love you guys. Have a great evening, a great afternoon, wherever you are. Thank you so much for joining us today. And we have our last thing. Do we have our schedule for this week posted? Yes, we do. So we do have our schedule. So tomorrow we will do either gaming or Vox edit. I think we'll do a Vox edit and we'll figure out what we want to do. And maybe we can run through this tutorial or something similar, and you guys can, if you have any questions, we can walk through that. And then Wednesday we have the monstrosities. I have no idea who they are. We can take a look at down here in the thread. So well organized. Monstrosities. And then Thursday we have Raymond Govia. He's building Myth Division. And then on Friday we have Ether Orcs, if you don't know them. But that pretty much wraps up our show for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Stay safe. Thank you again for priceless tips. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Ciao.